Hello, hello, welcome to Ace Bob Ross, how to paint in oils, alkyds, acrylics, and anything else you paint in. So, this is going to be an episode that I'm going to video in the middle of the freaking night because I woke up and I'm feeling what everybody else is feeling right now. And so my personal experience right now is that I'm very, very quickly losing it's not my eyesight, but the ability to control to control my eyes. It's maybe some sort of focal dystonia, but I mean it came on so fast. I think a focal dystonia could be described as when something like tired eyes becomes chronic. Who knows? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to attempt to use my eyes, which when I do use them are extremely good. They're better than they ever were, but I can't have use of them very often. But what I want to do tonight is talk to you, and I'm hoping the you is children. Children, median age 10 down to age 7 or 8. But kids are changing these days. It could be younger. And up to, age 20. I want to talk to you about skin tones, palettes of the skin. Because that's what a lot of this is about. We could kind of reduce it to skin tones. But you don't think about it as race, you just think about it as a palette. You think about it as head structure, ear structure, your hairline. These are genetic histories of ours. Our skin tones are our genetic history. So let's talk about mixing skin tones. And I'm gonna see if I can do this. This is what I use. This is my basic skin tone palette. These are all Williamsburg earth pigments. From dust to dust. There's a lot of ways people say, oh, you mix this with that and this with that, and you get a hue of a skin tone. But I don't really go for that. What to me really makes a skin tone is, since we're dust to dust and we're basically dirt, I would like to have dirt to mix to depict human skin tones, and these are all dirts, and they come from different places. So I may have to take my glasses off to see this. So this is an Italian raw umber. This is a French raw umber. Italian dirt is for some reason cooler than French. Over and over and over and over. These are raw umbers. These are raw siennas. These are burnt umbers, and they actually are burnt. And there's some burnt siennas in here. They actually burn the pigments to make the burnt pigments. But let's just so this is it. And everybody, when we flush, blood comes to our cheeks and noses and ears and chins, and we all get flushed, all of us. And these are the two blood tones, the red tones that every single person gets when we get flushed. So let's just kind of mix a few different skin tones. Let's mix a cool one. So here's the Italian. Well, I suppose I should do it up here so you can see it better. Italian, and these are two different whites. And this is a CAS. It's an alkyd. It supposedly has this is an old tube, and it's kind of set in its ways. It doesn't have the long string that it usually does, from my experience. And this is the Winsor Newton one, which has some sort of additive. So I'm going to use this one for right now. Let's see what this one gets us. We get a kind of a gray. Of course. Let's see what the French one does. Now remember, these come from mines or dirt piles. You could call them dirt piles. And I hope you can see this. This is a little bit warmer. Coming from the French dirt to the Italian dirt, which is kind of, they're both pretty warm cultures. Let's see what we get here. I can't remember what each one of these is, but they often tint up the same because, as you remember, like I've been telling you, natural pigments tint up grayer than they are as a mass tone. So for example, this one draws out, no, this one draws out much warmer. That's what it looks like drawn out. That's what it looks like tinted up. Same with all of them. Let's jump up to this one. We're moving into more warm-ish. There's no pure colors in any skin tone. Yes, I'm hoping this is for children, and I hope you get my metaphor. There are no pure colors in any skin tone. No skin tone owns purity. All skin tones have some issues. Yeah, I'd say some issues. And we're experiencing some of those issues right now, and we will continue to experience some issues because we're not really addressing those issues. Now, I'm not saying everything, but and I hope this your children, my really most target age is 10 to 14. You guys are humans in your 10 to 14 year, where was I? I guess I'm over here. Years of your life. You were babies before, and you will be, I hope, old men and women someday. And you'll look back on this time. Oh, this is my midpoint. Well, one of my two midpoints. It's an orange. It's an orange ochre. One of them is I have two. I think this is the other one. Maybe this one. No, this one is the other one. They're both called orange ochres, but they're from different dirt piles of dirt. There it is. That is a mid-tone point of human skin tones. As you can see, my personal one, has more white added to it. But That is the midpoint of all human skin tones. I have to see what time it is. I'm going to stop this and then restart it because I don't have much time on YouTube.